went from the bonnet, found face down on the floor.
2, 3.
Paediatric trauma
It's
call.
a stabbing quadrant.
25 feet from a ladder onto his back.
He's really unwell, and I think anaesthetics need to see him before he goes to theatre.
Daphne? Daphne?
How is everybody then? Chilling?
King's A&E, how can I help?
King's College Hospital, London.
I got stabbed.
I know, it's annoying.
My head.
One of the busiest A&E departments in the world.
I want top to toe, head, chest, abdomen.
A place where love, life, and loss
Don't bloody die. I love you too much for you to die.
unfold every single day. All the patients you're about to see were treated in just one 24-hour period.
A&E is always like a traffic jam. Can we get a trolley?
You've got to realise that there's awful things that can happen to you.
I'm so sorry.
Life is unpredictable, so it's important that your nearest and dearest know that you love them. You have to tell them that you love them.
You must get better and come back to me. I don't want to lose you.
Because there may come a time when you're not around to tell them.
Nurse.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Out of your league.
How?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Council place, and they've probably got a great big posh house somewhere and a Ferrari.
Cancel face.
That's what you live in. They probably live in a great big house and Ferrari
You got a
outside.
cancel face.
Yeah.
You push, Mama. The bear needs the Rosie to look after him. Watch out, Pumpkin.
In charge of A&E today is trauma consultant Dr. Des.
All of my career has been leading towards becoming a trauma consultant. This is what I've been working at for my whole adult life, is to be dealing with trauma. This is where I want to be. And you can't very well ask for something and then complain when you get it.
A&E King staff nurse speaking.
Yeah.
Des,
Yeah.
there's a cardiac arrest on its way with a query subarach hemorrhage. They're asking if they want us to go straight to CT.
No.
No, just bring them straight in to here then. Resus. Adult red phone, 10 minutes. That's adult red phone, 10 minutes.
When a patient has a cardiac arrest outside of hospital, their chances of surviving it are extraordinarily slim.
56-year-old Malcolm has been rushed to King's from his home in Kent after suffering a cardiac arrest.
What's more important than surviving the cardiac arrest is your degree of function afterwards, and how well you are and able you are to return to your previous life as you knew it. And that's very, very, very slim.
As Malcolm would have witnessed collapse, was very, very agitated with his wife, found to be in cardiac arrest, had immediate bystander CPR, had one DC shock within 4 minutes of collapse.
So collapse time was?
That time was about 2.5 hours.
How long do you think he was in arrest for? Just for a couple of minutes?
4 minutes,
Fine,
literally.
lovely. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's 2.5 hours since Malcolm's cardiac arrest. His heart stopped for 2 minutes.
If we can get a 12-lead ECG, please, when you've got your monitoring on. Papa, will you be able to get an ABG for us?
I got Karen doing that.
Malcolm is now on life support.
Airway's all good.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll get our monitoring on. Midazolam initially on induction, but I've asked them for a full list of all their drugs protocol that we've given, so we'll know better from there.
We met at work. Actually, we didn't meet. We spoke on the phone for about 4 or 5 years before there was a relationship. Yeah, I suppose you get a good idea in your head of who somebody is over such a long period of time. When I was due to leave that particular job, I realised that actually I was leaving Malcolm behind as well. And that seemed like quite a painful thing. When he phoned me and said, "I'm in love with you," I said, "I feel the same." So we met on the 29th of May 1998. And on the 29th of May 1999, we got married.
So he's probably an inferior MI. I'd still like to get him CT straight away while we get cardiology to come and see about whether they're going to take him up to the Cath lab.
Malcolm was found by his wife, Heather. She rang the emergency services.
Very hard to relate how fateful that day seems. That I should have been at work and due to an accident on the motorway, I turned around, and then due to traffic on another motorway, I turned round and came home and was there at the moment that he actually had a heart attack.
Okay, folks, how are we doing? They are ready in CT for this man. Life is unpredictable because the people who come to see me every day didn't intend to come and see me. So it's important that your nearest and dearest know that you love them. You have to tell them that you love them because there may come a time when you're not around to tell them.
He was going blue. He wasn't breathing properly. And I needed to do something. So I was breathing for him. I was doing chest compressions. I wasn't sure what I was doing was right.
Okay, great. Going to CT. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Malcolm is going to CT for an immediate scan to discover whether the cause of his cardiac arrest is a bleed on the brain.
I don't think I was prepared to entertain the idea that he would die. I wouldn't allow myself to go there. Sit down.
All right. As soon as I sit down, call me.
That's all right then, but sit down. Like when you light a fag up, the bus comes.
Huh?
When you light a fag up, the bus comes.
Light a what?
Fag. The bus comes, doesn't it?
Bus comes.
When you stay at the bus stop and you light a cigarette up, the bus comes, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
36-year-old Phil has come into A&E with chronic back pain.
Hello, Mr. Brown.
Hi, you all right?
The painkiller settled the pain at all?
No.
Have you been feverish at all?
Well, yeah, that's kind of a normal thing for me. I wake up every day and I'm sweating like crazy, but I do have a bit of a manic, hectic lifestyle there, so...
In what sense?
I don't really look after myself that well. I haven't got time.
There's always time to look after yourself.
Yeah, sound like my mother.
Sound like your mother.
I was having a usual Saturday night, you know, fun and games, lots of partying, having fun with lots of women, brilliant time, and then all of a sudden I just had a stabbing pain in my side and just dropped to the floor. Had to be carried out of the venue, put in a taxi, came back home, woke up the next day, couldn't move, and so I literally just lay on the sofa all day.
What work do you do?
I'm an events manager.
I see.
Fashion week, parties, nightclubs, festivals.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good job, but it's very it's very hectic. 24-hour party people kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
The job is to be the biggest hosts in London. You know, get the party started, make crazy cocktails, you know, get people up dancing on the bar, dancing on the seats, dancing on chairs, all that kind of stuff. Get home at 5, 6 in the morning, get up at 8:30, ready to go.
There's me complaining.
But it's not like a normal job, you know, you get into work and the first thing you do is have a shot of tequila. Like I say, I'm 35, but you know, I still kind of kick it with the youngsters, still kind of go out, have my fun, kind of show them how to do things kind of 35-year-old style. 36, going on 21 maybe.
How long has this been going on for that you've had the sort of blood in your poo?
Good 3, 4 years.
How's your diet? Is it full of fruit and veg and fibre?
Yeah,
maybe not?
I can say my diet is mainly consistent of alcohol.
How much would you say you drink a week, just to sort of quantify it?
Units-wise,
yeah,
maybe like 100, 110, something like that. But I'm going to have a day off today, obviously.
Yeah.
You got to live life as you would, as if, you know, it could all be over tomorrow. I drink a lot of milk.
Yeah, OK.
But I don't eat a lot of
constipate
solids.
You. Yeah, OK. OK, not many solids.
I maybe have a meal a week.
OK, geez, OK, yeah.
Malcolm is having an emergency CT scan to discover the cause of his cardiac arrest. Doctors are concerned that he might have a bleed in his brain. His wife Heather is still travelling the 50 miles from their home in Kent.
Malcolm retired about 3 years ago. Got up at 4 o'clock every day to go to work for many years. Driving into London, he was going to really relax and enjoy his retirement. He learned to play the guitar. He started doing clock repair. We were very, very keen to get a dog when Malcolm retired. The dog was an important part of our life. I suppose he was our child substitute. He's my child substitute, having lost the ability to have children. Malcolm walked him every day, every morning, and usually we walked him together every evening. He was happy, he was enjoying retirement, for sure.
Hey baby, I think I'm gonna marry you. Is it the look in your eye? Who cares, baby? I think I'm gonna marry you. You're shy, oh shut it. There's a pig, mate, flying. I am a bit like Tinkerbell, flitter here, flitter there. You know, spread a little magic. Do you remember Pigs in Space? A little bit of fairy dust. Do you remember Monkey Magic? Pig's hair. You can keep that. You might as well, because you're going to need it again. If I can make someone smile, then that makes me happy.
Yeah? You okay?
No, not really.
61-year-old Bob has brought himself into A&E after developing numbness in his arm. He believes he's had a stroke.
So what brought you in today then?
I had pains in my arm.
Okay.
Didn't know what they were.
Which arm was it?
Left.
Okay. And what did it feel like? Can you describe the pain?
We're going to talk.
It wasn't a pain as
together,
yeah, it wasn't a pain as a pain. My arm went floppy.
So it wasn't pain?
I was trying to grab a snow shaker, you know that thing that makes snowflakes, what do you call them?
Snow dome.
Snow dome, that's the word.
I'm exactly like my dad. Everything, golf, fishing, you know, shooting, things like that we used to do together. One Christmas, this Christmas just gone, I said that we have Christmas at home. And I actually done exactly what my dad used to do. Exactly what my dad used to do. That was get up first, come downstairs, make up tea, you know, put all their presents out and everything ready. I used to shout from the bottom of the stairs, come on, down you come. And at that point I was like, that's my dad. That's my dad right there, you know. I can't believe I'm actually turning into my dad.
Right, no moving there, Rob.
Yeah, go on.
Scratch.
You're so quick, aren't you?
I told you. Okay, and do you have any medical problems, generally?
I've got crumbling bones.
What's that? Osteoporosis?
No, I don't know what the name is.
You don't know what it means?
No, all I know is I've got crumbling bones.
Oh, really?
I was told in 1998 that I wouldn't walk in 4 years' time
They didn't tell you why?
because of my bones were crumbling.
Anything else?
Skin cancer.
Yeah, no.
You have?
Roll it out.
Have you had skin cancer?
He's got skin
I've got it,
cancer.
yeah, I've got
Where
it.
is that?
All over.
Was that as a result of like sun exposure, or do you know why?
Yeah,
it
they
happened?
said that.
Sun.
Okay. Do you know what type of skin cancer you have?
Is it benign? Is that the word?
Yeah. Is it benign?
Yeah.
It's not malignant then.
Malignant, one of them.
When my dad's sort of ill or anything like that, it worries me. It does worry me because he's at home by himself, you know, no one's there, no one's around. My mum's working all the time, and my mum only pops back every now and again to see if he's okay. He tries to do the best he can. He really can't do what he used to do.
Your sort of skin,
Yeah.
right? You've got that dark skin.
Yeah.
Rub olive oil in it.
Yeah.
all-
My skin's not dark enough to
It
see,
is.
unfortunately.
Just it
Like a
is.
bright red.
Look, white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brownish.
Yeah.
Olive oil. Nothing.
He's one of these people that you can't tell him what's right and what's wrong, because he knows. He's like God. He knows everything and he knows how to do everything. You won't find another man like him.
Gives you wrinkles apparently.
No, it don't. My mum. If you see my mum, mum's Welsh.
Yeah.
My mum's white Welsh.
Very good.
And yet she looked Mediterranean, didn't she? Really?
Really?
She looked really Mediterranean because she used olive oil.
Yeah.
That's what she ever used.
It's gonna fall off. It's gonna fall off. Don't want him to fall off. Oh no, oh no. George.
Hey, Mr. Wright.
Oh, you're right.
We were just chatting about your case and just trying to figure out what's been causing it, because it sounds pretty sore.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, pretty sore. So it started at 2 in the morning on that Sunday.
Yeah, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Office at 2, come on.
I think I was in the office.
Is this a euphemism? What is the office? The office is the pub.
No, the office is the office
above the bar.
Paperwork above the bar, yeah.
I've got lots of friends from school who I'm still in touch with, and from uni I'm still in touch with. They're doing like 9-to-5 jobs, and you know they've got houses and mortgages, and you know married with kids. And there have been times where I've said I'd love to swap places with you.
This bizarre diet of booze and milk. Is that true?
It is. I know it's a strange fact, but I don't really get a chance to sit down and have a proper meal or cook myself a proper meal.
Phil, on the outside, looks like a fit guy, but he's clearly pushing it hard. And I think that his body was starting, even as young and fit as he was just starting no longer to be that youthful, bouncing back, amazing piece of equipment that maybe it always was. Sore down here?
That's fine.
Okay. Sore up here?
Yeah.
You sore here?
Christ. Oh, one of my French. Yes, I am, yes. Whew.
Okay, right, let's see how far you can bend forward. Touch your toes for me, see how far. That's appalling. It's like, that's the granny version.
I know, yeah.
Okay. Everyone has done things which, you know, were foolish or they regret. And yeah, I'm 100% one of those people. All right, straighten up. Okay, and then just be a teapot to the side. Slide your arm down that leg, like I'm a little teapot.
See, that's it.
That's appalling. And I think those experiences probably make us as A&E doctors better doctors to say, yeah, you know, I've done that too. It's ridiculous. Probably my style, rather than saying don't do it, just being like, look, you're pushing the envelope here, and I understand why it's fun and why you might be doing it, but you're close. You're close to the edge. Your blood tests are starting to show signs of long-term booze. You're certainly drinking to a level where your body's feeling it. Yeah. That's all I've got to say.
Malcolm's scan has excluded a bleed in his brain. It seems his cardiac arrest was caused by a heart attack.
When a patient has the cardiac arrest, you're in effect trying to perform a miracle. And I'm not saying that to give myself any sense of self-importance. It's literally, if the great man has decided that your time is up, then we are working against him and nature to try and turn that around.
I can ask his wife to come in. She's outside and she's quite anxious to come through.
I do remember getting to King's and the ambulance crews were standing outside, and I remember saying to them, did he survive? And they said, yeah, he's holding his own. So, yeah.
So please, come on in.
Thank you.
Come on in. Thanks, Chuck.
Heather has arrived with Malcolm's youngest daughter, Sarah.
With it, she needed near me.
I'm a great deal for talking to my patients, even though...
When relatives come in to see patients, they want that person back. They want their spouse back. They want their son back. They want their mother back. This is who I have lived with. This is the person who I've spent all my years with. The guy who always puts his keys in a certain place, the guy who loves going for walks in a certain wood on a Sunday, the things that make people individual and unique, and that's what they want back. And unfortunately, that's the one thing that we can almost never tell a relative when they come to see us, because it's only time that will tell us that.
Malcolm's condition remains critical. He's been transferred to the Cath lab for an emergency procedure to unblock the arteries in his heart.
Okay, let's look. Okay.
I was going to lose somebody else from my life. I think it would be very difficult to imagine a worse moment.
I bet he's up being mad. I bet he's up being mad.
Malcolm has arrived at the Cath lab.
Watch his feet on the...
Heather and Sarah face at least a 2.5-hour wait. As a team of over 8 people, will attempt to restore Malcolm's heart function to normal.
The whole team is very acutely aware that there's a patient's life in everyone's hands. At King's, we always believe that if there's any chance that someone will survive, then we give them that chance. We are inherent optimists. Okay, change over a wire to the right guide.
The cardiologists are passing a fine catheter through an artery in Malcolm's groin, all the way to his heart.
Nice long injection now, because I want to see this LED, looks correct to me.
This will allow them to discover the root cause of Malcolm's cardiac arrest and hopefully restore the blood flow to his heart as quickly as possible.
Could I have a 2x15 Rugen balloon, please? 10 minutes. So I'm going to take this balloon off.
But there are factors outside the team's control.
Heather's resuscitation of Malcolm was the most crucial thing. It is those first few minutes that are the most important. Those are the few minutes where the heart is not pumping, the brain is starved of oxygen, and if you don't manage those first few minutes well with effective resuscitation, the brain is damaged, and it's damaged irreversibly, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Sitting outside the cath lab, I think, was probably the most anxious I was for the whole time. Thinking, did I do enough? Did I breathe enough for him? And would it be him? Would it be Malcolm at the end of it?
What I've found is he's got quite bad coronary disease.
Right.
He's actually blocked a very important artery down the front of the heart. So what I've done is I have opened that artery up with a balloon, get some flow down it, which is fine, which is very straightforward. You've got cause to be optimistic, but we've also got to be realistic as well. We're not going to underestimate what's happened today.
There's no reason why he couldn't walk out of here at the end of this.
After 3 hours in the cath lab, Malcolm's heart condition has been stabilised. But until he wakes up, no one will know the extent of any brain damage he may have sustained.
Nobody wants to say goodbye. Everyone wants us to do absolutely everything that we can to stop it from happening. But we have to bear in mind that the person who survives, they may not be the same. They may never wake up, or if they do, they may be very, very impaired, and sometimes just subtly impaired, but it's enough to change their relationship.
It's nice.
I'm gonna get a blackberry posh.
Number 14 is going to
Blackberry posh? But I'm not posh.
I always wanted to do something like this sort of work.
I'm gonna come and see ya.
Because when I was a child, someone was there for me when I needed somebody, and in a way, I'm now there for somebody else as well.
Right, all you need to do is pop your arm straight for me. And make a fist.
We all need people to help us. If we go through life thinking we can do it all on our own, then you're delusional, really.
We'll just pull your gown up.
Phil is undergoing further examination for his mystery back pain.
Have you had an ECG before?
Not that I can remember, no. The only people who knew I was in hospital, obviously my two flatmates.
And your mum didn't know?
I'm not really that close to my family. I don't really see them a lot. It's been a good few years.
We're appointed from Central Station.
It was a time where literally me and my mum were kind of like inseparable. And then, I don't know, the whole kind of balance, the dynamic of the family changed. I do think about them every now and again.
I think if my life wasn't so full and I didn't have so much going on, then I would have more time to probably reflect and think about, you know, past and family and stuff like that.
King's ED? Yeah. Yeah. Lovely, thanks.
A 12-year-old girl has been knocked down on a pedestrian crossing on her way home from school.
That's Camilla.
Hey guys.
I promise I'm not going anywhere. There we go, darling. This is Camilla, 12-year-old girl. She's got a massive great lump bruise onto the right side of her forehead. We're querying loss of consciousness because she cannot remember anything.
Yeah.
C-spine pain when she moved her neck. Okay?
Right, let's crack on, guys.
All right.
Camilla and her mother Nora are originally from Lithuania.
I'm very scared, very scared.
All of us are here just to look after her. You be strong, Craig. Keep it together. And then in half an hour, we'll know everything that we need to know. And you can take a deep breath. You'll be all right.
Tu nepajusi, dukruk neverk, prašau, šitiek laiko neverki.
Man labiausiai tai rūpėjo jos galva. Labiausiai bijojau, kad gali būti smegenų sutrinkimas ir dideli rimti lūžiai.
All right, well done, Camilla. All right, sweetie.
Kite to papasakoti, taip jausmus tuos perduoti tiesiog neįmanoma, nes tai yra tavo vaikas. Galėčiau pasakyti tik tiek, kad tuo momentu norėjau būti jos vietoje aš pati.
Skauda? Neskauda.
Labai greitai supranti, kad gali netekti pačio brangiausio žmogaus.
Neverk, neverk.
"61-year-old Bob has suffered a stroke. He's being kept in overnight for observation.
Going to miss you with golf tonight. We might actually have a good score.
Yeah.
Without you.
Can't do the things he used to do. You know, play football with us and things like that. He can't do that anymore. And that upsets us a lot. Upsets us because we tell him, and we try and tell him as much as possible, don't do what you're doing because you can't do it anymore. You have to sort of take a step back and let other people do it. But he don't listen. He don't listen. He don't listen at all, he don't. He's got to do it his way or no way.
But the doctor confirmed you had a stroke. Did they see something in the scan?
Yeah, he said I had a stroke.
Yeah.
I had a mild stroke, yeah. A mild stroke.
Don't want him to go, to be honest. That's the truth. I don't want him gone. And, you know, my mum's going to be lost without him. I'll be lost without him. My brother will be lost without him.
It's not all right.
You pull, you push.
I think she's got a life of luxury now.
Hey, Chief, how you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad.
A new man? Since our painkillers?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling seriously though? Have they helped at all? Or?
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. Like lying in this position now, it's fine.
Good news is that all the X-rays are completely normal, right?
Wicked cool.
I can't see any sort of badness around the spine that's making us any sort of problems. Now, most of these things get better on their own.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why I think now we've excluded, we've tried to exclude best anything super serious going on. We can relax a little bit and say, right, let's just see how this goes.
What about going back to work?
Yeah, well, yeah, like, I don't know.
Like go back to work tomorrow?
Well, yeah. All right, if you can do it.
If I've got the painkillers,
yeah,
and the painkillers.
Be careful on the source with the painkillers because they will massively decrease your tolerance to it. And if by accident, you slipped over and fell on some booze and it went in, right, be careful, be really, really careful because it will decrease your tolerance and it will just come on you like a stack of tons and then you'll end up like mullered. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make loads of sense to me.
Yeah, sweet. I think we've pulled you apart to enough of a degree today.
Oh man,
to be fairly confident.
Just no partying for me tonight then.
Yeah, this is it.
Stay in.
Home with that milk of yours.
You want a shot? Yeah, I'm just having some juice.
We'll bring you some cheesecake.
Apple juice, yeah.
All right, quality. You're going to come and take all this palaver off you and make you look like a normal person and then you'll be free.
Wicked. Nice one. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, nice
to meet you. Oh, yeah. When I was younger, I used to say, and this sounds really morbid, I used to say to people, I get to 60, then just pull the plug. But now, at my age, I'm thinking, okay, maybe give me a little bit longer. So, yeah, I'd like to live to be an old man.
Should we take this off? So what we're doing now is we're going for that scan. Then when we come back, we'll do the X-ray, which is what we were going to do before.
Doctors are worried that Camilla has injured her head and neck after being hit by a car. She is going for a CT scan to discover the extent of the damage.
Tuo metu, kai Lietuvą užklupo krizė, palietė labai daug žmonių, tame tarpe ir mano šeimą.
What we're going to do, we're not going to put the blocks back in, but we need you to keep your head really still, okay? So we don't want you to shake your head or nod, just nice and still.
Pusę metų aš gyvenau viena, be savo dukters. O paskui gyvenimas taip, darbas, namai, darbas.
Okay, so just close your eyes for a moment. Just going to use a red light, just I don't want to get it in your eyes. Okay, that's great.
Kai leidėsi į metro su eskalatorium, tu atsistoji dešiniai pusėj, o kiti kairė pusė bėga. Ar tai lipa žemyn, ar lipa aukštyn. Ir galvoju, jau kai aš čia gyvensiu, aš niekada nebėgsiu. Po mėnesio teko savo žodžius atsiimti. Dabar bėgu ir aš.
So what's happening? Are you working here now?
How are you?
I'm all right. I always stay true to myself and my conscience, and if things don't go right, I know you'll get through it. You'll get over it. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
As long as everything's ordered first, all the bloods.
Everything's ordered?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure.
Because I've got over so much already that anything else is just like water off a duck's back, isn't it?
Tikiuosi, kad aš...
Man bus fizinis.
Jokių fizinių. Pamiršk, tu rytoj išvis į mokyklą neisi.
Neisiu.
Neisi? Kamilė.
metterci a cercare di messo, perché trattare di messo, ok?
Right. I might be able to take all this palaver off here. Although it is exciting just watching the ceiling, I'm sure you'd like to have it all taken off you. Okay, staying nice and still. It's gonna feel nice. Ooh, nice. And I'm gonna slowly slide this up. Oh, you are good. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna sit you up. Your neck is okay. All good news. So, the scan that we did of your head, because you had your bump, it was completely normal, okay? You've got a lovely big fat brain sat in there thinking away, and there's nothing wrong with it, okay? Good, okay.
Okay, should we get some help on there?
Yeah.
Right, I'm out of here, I'm out of here. I got run over when I was 5. I was pretty bad. I had a broken pelvis, broken ribs, and they, they sort of said to my mum it was 50-50 whether I'd make it through. But I did. It left me with a squint. The impact, I had to have operations on my eyes. I think that's why the bang on the head, that's why I'm like I am, The policeman on the scene saved my life because he had to give me CPR. So, from the policeman on the scene to the ambulance to Guy's, because they took me to Guy's, if they wasn't there, then I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I sort of don't harp on it, but just that's what's made me want to do something like this, because I'm giving something back for the life that I've got.
Su pižama būčiau atbėgus. Tai kaip tavo širdelė plaka. Oi, kaip krenta.
Apie močiutę.
O, kyla, žiūrėk, klausyk.
Tai reiškia, aš pasiilgau.
The whole family, we're all rough and ready, we fight with each other, we're always banting with each other, but if one needs help or someone needs help, we're always there, no matter what.
I got to a point where enough is enough. I handed my notice in and they were like, well, we're going to move you to something which is kind of not so kind of crazy. And I was like, okay, we'll give it a try. So I've moved, and so far so good. I'm having a really good time, still doing the same thing, but the same thing as in the same job, but less alcohol.
He'd been slowly woken up. There was a group of nurses standing round his bed, and as they moved away, he was sitting on one side, leaning, just looking at me and said, "You're late." Do you slap him? Do you hug him? What do you do? You're just glad that he was alive and that he was okay, and it was him.
We go down the seaside, go down the water, shall we?
Yes. For Heather, she is my life. And, she does everything to me, and it's just, I'm glad I survived so I can live with her longer. She saved my life.
There are certain things that happen in your life that make you look a little bit more closely about who you are and what you're doing. You can call it a wake-up call or life event or whatever you want. So we should take into consideration our work, life, family, everything, every now and again, and just think, are we really doing the right thing? Are we really happy?